everyone, it's Gareth again from Whatchamacallit Gaming, and we're continuing our Captains of Industries playthrough. So I'm just giving the game a chance to catch up with me, and we have a truck that's stuck. Okay, looks like they've just blocked one another, or is it because of a fuel problem? Okay, I just cooked my nuclear reactor. How the heck did I pull that off? Is it not getting enough? Yeah, it's not getting enough water. Because the water tank is empty. Alright, we're gonna add the cheat quick to this, sorry. That'll fill up as soon as the other thing is. Also, I did Google this radioactive waste problem. And it turns out there is a... Let's see if it's researched quick. If I have researched, or do I need to research it? Sorry, I gotta go way the way to the end here. Where is nuclear power? Here it is. Here it is. It's this, spent fuel storage. So we have unlocked it. I just don't know why it's not showing up here when we type in spent fuel. Yeah, it doesn't show up as a consumption. Technically it should, to tell you that you can use it to remove waste, but it doesn't. So there's that. So let's just go here. Is it under power? No, it should be under waste management. Okay, it's not. Transportation. Storage. There it is. Storage. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just move the... want to move the water tank because I want to set it up so it's an and or if option. Okay, so we're going to set it there. Let's place that there. Okay, we will prioritize. Okay, hang on, I've got this. Have I set this up correctly? No, I haven't set this up correctly. Because this pipe is in the wrong place. This pipe has come. I've forgotten how to set this up. My brain has gone so deep fried at the beginning of this game that I've forgotten how to set this up. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so it runs from here into the system. And then from the system, it goes into the settings. Set the priority. Okay, I prioritize the steam out. Yeah, this is water. Oh, but then this is supplying two systems. Okay. Ugh, easier way to check this. Okay, I'm not fixing sand, but I am fixing coal. I can't believe I've forgotten how to do this. Okay, priority, and... Okay. So I must prioritize water from the big tank first and foremost. Roger that. You stupid trucks. Why? Okay, which truck now? Why can't you dump? You have nothing. Why would you want to dump? Cannot drive over conveyor belts and pipes. Okay, that doesn't make any damn sense. You didn't even have anything to... Okay, sometimes the universe is weird. Alright. What we want to do is delete that section of the piping. Run this pipe in here, and then... Okay, hang on. Quick remove, let's just clean this pipe away. Run this pipe there. Now we want to prioritize that pipe in. There we go. The reason I was getting confused was the way I had the pipes laid out. Oops, sorry, wrong button. Okay. Let's set this to produce water. We'll set to constantly be full, and we'll, oops, wrong. Again, I want this side. Come on, let me solve these problems, then I can actually get to the video. Okay. Take a deep breath, that's solved. Alright. First off, they've done some updates, which is quite nice. Seems we're having a medical emergency here. No, why are we losing population? Oh, because the reactor melted down. Yeah, that would pretty much do it. Okay, so this is now dumping radiation. And leak of radioactivity. Oops. Okay, I melted down a nuclear reactor. Wow, am I good at doing my job. Okay. Now to the facts. They've added a blueprint function, but I don't see it here because I haven't researched it. That's why. You now can research blueprints here. Right after you do the captain's office, you can do research, so we'll start that for the blueprints. Which is quite nice. And then they fixed various things. Apparently they also lowered the total amount of people needed at a farm. I don't remember what the original number was, so I'm going to say okay for that, because I've completely forgotten. Other than that, let's just dispatch our ship to do some combat. Go kick their butts. Have we unlocked upgrades to the ship's hull? I think I've already done the upgrades. Yeah, tier 3, tier 2 armor plating. So we've got to unlock tier 3 guns. Oops, sorry, wrong button. But I think we need the next level of research to do that, or have we already unlocked it? No. We have not unlocked it because we need the upgraded research facility. Which I need to get to, but we're going to do medicine first, because right now I'm killing my people with radiation. Awesome. Also, last week I mentioned, with the last episode, how I wanted space travel to become our primary industry because it gives us unlimited growth. So no matter how big we make it, we always have space to make more. Part of the reason I was so interested in that at that time, which I forgot to mention, was I'm watching a series, a documentary series, which you can watch for free on YouTube called War Factories. And they go in depth on the actual production setups during World War II. Which factories, which guys set it up, and they go through it. It is very interesting if you want to take a look at it, because they do go into the production aspect of World War II, which most documentaries are more interested in the war and the battles and the tanks, not the actual production. So if you're interested, that was part of the reason I was into it, watching that stuff, because I noticed during watching that documentary that, I would say, they pointed out how it employed a lot of people, and how, particularly when Germany had been defeated, how they used the Volkswagen factory to actually rebuild Germany by rebuilding the factory, selling cars, and thereby generating employment and re-getting the economy started back up. I just thought that was very interesting, and how I'm quite annoyed that both Russia and China both have a space program, both could develop resources into this that would generate jobs, that would generate production requiring jobs, that would generate the industries required to do this, and they could have skipped the whole economic collapse, attacking a foreign nation thing altogether. It really doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, now have we sorted the radiation? Yes. How can I cure radiation poisoning? I don't know. And we are losing workers insanely quickly to radiation poisoning. Let me check if let me just pause and check if the help menu has something. This is the wrong help menu. Tutorials. How do we get to the tutorials again? Because I've forgotten. So I'm just going to check. Okay, that's patch notes. I don't need that. Let me just save since I'm here. I just need to figure out again how to get to the tutorial menu, because I haven't used it for a while. Copy. Tools, plans. Okay, it's not there. I thought F1 would be the tutorial menu. Okay, maybe is it here in the statistics? Okay, I'm just going to pause this quick and see if I can find the tutorial menu. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it is recording. It turns out it's just F2. Go figure. Now, does it have any hints? Where? food production, health and population. Air pollution, water pollution. Does it have anything on radiation? Okay, it doesn't actually say what we need to produce to deal with radiation, so I don't know if it's just gonna wear out over times or not. So we may have to expedite our production of level 2 meds, antibiotics, sugar, ammonia we're producing, oxygen is easy to get, carbon monoxide we're going to bury. Yeah, because the radiation is fun. Okay, our ship's in battle, but we win easy. Come on. Yay, we win. We get more service for our trouble. Alright, yes, I know. Damn, are we losing population. Oh, flip. Flip, 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 flip. Pause, 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 pause. Damn it. I think what was happening is this area is contaminated with radiation. Now what's happening is they keep sending workers here to get these machines online. And because they're sending workers here to keep these machines online, I'm constantly contaminating my workers with radiation. So I'm just constantly pumping people here, they're dying of radiation poisoning, and it's not helping anyone. So I have to wait till this radiation thing goes down and then bring the workers back once we've cleaned up the site. So, oops. Did I? No, it's still at 12, so no, that didn't work. Okay, let's get the storage. Oh, this facility is huge. I thought it would be a little bit smaller. It's not, because I wanted to build 2 of them if possible. But we'll just have to live with 1. Yeah, one of the YouTube clips I watched, I know YouTube isn't that good, but I also researched it. But there was a good, I'm not sure if it was a suggestion or an actual proposal, but basically what they suggested you do is you build your nuclear plant, you select an area near your nuclear plant, like right next to it, and you bring in oil drilling equipment, and you just drill oil boreholes. And then using those, you could bury your nuclear waste. But this doesn't work with this swimming pool style well, sorry, not swimming pool, but this what's this term? Pile-based nuclear reactor. What you need to do in order to make it work is there's a modular nuclear reactor design where you have each reactor as a self-contained pod. And all you do is you plug in your connections. Oh, I've researched blueprints, so we'll check that out in a moment. And all you do is you plug in your connections, and once you've done that, the reactor sits in a giant swimming pool, and you use it till that reactor is used up, then you let it cool off, and then you pull it out. And the idea was, well, if you're going to build a reactor like that, and you've got these drill holes, you could just shove the spent reactor, casing and all, containment vessel casing and all, right down the hole, and it's buried. And the advantage of this design is you could have an area like this that would serve to store all the fuel for 100 years worth of reactor operations. And I thought that was brilliant, because if you drill a hole deep enough, you're below the water level, so you're below groundwater, and if there's an earthquake or flood, all it's going to do is bury your reactor fuel deeper. Okay, it looks like we no longer have radiation, it's decayed away. Awesome. And I thought, well, that's a really good idea. And I like nuclear power because it's one of the cleaner forms of fuel we actually have. Because the waste is radioactive waste, which if we can bury deep enough, is not going to be a big problem. It can just sit there and decay for however many centuries it takes. Of course, this is based on you're not going to build a nuclear reactor where there's raw materials that you're going to later mine. That's a bad idea. But I just thought, okay, that makes sense. We could use a small area to store all our radioactive waste. Problem not quite solved, but sorted. And nuclear reactors generate far more energy per fuel expended than coal or oil burning plants and are far less pollutive. In this particular case, the only pollution is radioactive waste. There's no air pollution, which is great. Unless, of course, you do as I just did, where you screw up and you melt the damn thing down. And you end up with a Chernobyl incident, or there was another incident at one of the production sites in Russia. It's not very well known. I'm sorry, I don't remember its name. But they were producing, this was a location where Russia, during the Cold War, produced its nuclear armaments. And they also had an incident there where they ended up leaking, or something went wrong and they ended up releasing radioactive waste. And it supposedly released far more pollution or waste material than the Chernobyl incident ever did. But because the Russian government at the time, or the Soviet government, sorry, at the time, buried it so efficiently, no one knew anything about it. But it was mentioned that this is apparently a far worse incident as far as waste released than anything compared to what happened previous. So yes, that apparently happened as well. So yes, nuclear power plants aren't safe. Well, coal power plants aren't safe. Oil and gas power plants aren't safe. But for pollution versus cost, a nuclear reactor is a far better choice. Okay, now let's actually get to building stuff. We want sugar. So, first things first. A, because we want antibiotics. Oh, I've still got to highlight it. We want a fermentation tank, we want ammonia, we want oxygen, and we're going to dump our carbon dioxide right here. We're just going to bury it, which is what we're doing with the nuclear waste. So, hey, problem solved. Alright, first things first. Food processing. It's not here. Instead of fermenting tank. Okay, that's oil and gas. Okay, no, then it must be under production, is it? That's not under metallurgy. General machines, there we go. Fermenting tank. Oh, and there's a second formula. No, we want to make antibiotics. We don't want to make ethanol. Okay. Okay, that's in, that's out. Yep. Oops. Not cut, copy. Let me just pause. My trucks are so busy, we're low on food again. Okay. What am I not producing a lot of? I'm not producing a lot of vegetables, so we'll cheat the vegetable building. That'll solve food storage and the trucks can deliver the rest. And when this is too full, we'll deal with it. Yeah, I'm gonna need more trucks later on. Okay. For now, let's not worry about it. Yeah, let's go 6. I want to just bring these buildings a little bit further forward, just to give me some room for conveyor belts. Now, the first belt we're going to run is sugar. Oops, no. Do I want to add more sugar storage? Because right now this is its sole production, it just makes sugar. So do I build? I think I'm going to. I want to copy these structures, I want to rotate them. I'm going to place them here, with one gap of space. And I'm going to run my conveyor belt for the sugar here. I am then going to run sugar. Let's be as close as possible, because we don't actually need to worry about spacing here. Is that a bit far? I think that is. I think I want to go there. Oh, wrong conveyor belt type. Sorry. Okay. Now, okay, let's get this sorted. I want to make that. Okay, we need ammonia, we need oxygen. Now, I think we are producing ammonia. I just need to check where. It should be here somewhere. Or is that on the far side of the map? I think that's... No, here it is. Here's the... No, this is... Yeah, it is ammonia, and we're not using it for anything. Can we run a pipe? I think I'm going to run a pipe. I'll run it up through here, and run it around? Let's run this pipe, and then I'll build the bridges necessary for the job. Did I leave a gap? Yes, I did. Perfect. Turn that off. Oh dear. That's going to be a slight hiccup on my part. Yeah, we need to get to this because this is the wrong... Oh no, they are taking it from the rear, are they? What the? That's in. That's out. They're delivering it. Because I'm not producing it here. Sorry, I got confused. For whatever reason, I thought I was making this chlorine here, but I'm producing it way over here, aren't I? Yes. Here's the chlorine production, or chlorine production site is here. Okay, then I don't have to worry about blocking the trucks from getting it. Okay, then it's not a problem. I thought I built this here so they could pick up, but they're really not picking up anything here, except for not even fuel. So they're just picking up fuel gas, so that's not a problem. I thought I built that bridge specifically to stop the trucks from coming, that they can still gain access to this area. It's not needed. Yeah, this pipe's gonna look totally wonko, so it's fine. Come on. Probably gonna end up building 2 bridges or so. Sorry, let me get my angle of camera correct here. I am actually recording. Yes, I am. Thank goodness, because that would have sucked. And yes, I have on several occasions forgotten that I was supposed to be recording. Okay, I want to go up one here. I want to come across. We're going to go into the first slot. We'll have the 3rd level for oxygen, which I'll just build a pair of oxygen extractors right next to this building place, because there's no need to do it anywhere else. Okay, now vehicles, we want ramps. I think we may have just gone into load shedding, but I don't know. Because, well, thankfully my father invested in solar panels, which, given the current state of South Africa's power grid, is the greatest thing since computers, personally. Because I love the fact that I can keep playing without being interrupted. Alright, oxygen supply. It should be under... is it here? No. It's a general machine, and it's an air separator. And we'll just blow the nitrogen back into space, because we don't need it. Also, I saw several people do this. Apparently you can work out the math. So if we say, what do we need here? We need 8 oxygen, and this produces 12. So we've got 6 of those, so 8 times 6 equals, hey, come on, there, 48. So to make 48, so this makes 12, so 12 times 3, 36, not enough, times 4, 48. So we'll need 4 of these buildings. I was not aware that function was there. I know there are similar system set up in Satisfactory. I think there is one in Factorio, or there's a mod for one in Factorio, and then there's this one to help you just quick work out. Just so you're aware, I honestly don't play the game professionally enough to care. I keep hitting the wrong button here. But yes, that's available if you want to use it to work out how many factories or production centers you need to match a production requirement. It is there. You can use it. As I said, I don't play this game. Oops, a bit far. Anywhere. Oh, come on. What has happened here? Yeah. There. Connect. Thank you. Because I really don't play this game anywhere near the professional level required to make sure that everything is properly balanced and everything is working properly. Because I'm 100% sure I'm overproducing and underproducing in this game like nobody's business. If a professional corporation took a look at what I was doing here, they would fire me immediately because I would be completely useless as far as management engineer or whatever you want to call it for production centers here. Alright, I cannot see the connection under... Okay, and that should solve our production requirements. Is that all four? Yes, it is. Okay, and that's the first step. Now, this is a... What kind of product are you? You're a flat belt product. Okay. Awesome. So we need normal storage, and we need two gaps because we're going to have our gas running out as well. Alright, let's just run the conveyor belt first. No, let's run the conveyor belt. We'll run out this far. Then directly above the conveyor belt we'll run our pipe. Oops. There is a connection there, it's just not used, so that was an oops on my part. These are all set up correctly. They are. This should be... Okay, that accepts nitrogen. 200, more than enough to dispose of any leftover waste, so that's not going to be a problem. Oh, come on, I don't want to connect. I want to delete. Thank you. Alright, now we can build our storage grid. And we're going to probably end up building the medical production center right here. Pickup being... Okay. No, come on. There we go. I did not know I could just cut that section off without, deleting everything. That works. Okay, now, there should be an exhaust scrubber? No. Gas pump injector, and it wants seawater as well. Okay, hang on a minute. We can eject it all the way over here. I didn't realize the, what's this stuff called again? Limestone deposit was that big. Well, but then it's my own fault. I've just been seeing what I've been digging up. We don't even have to go that far. How much does this thing? 12, so we're going to need more than one. Just these will produce 4. Okay, 2 is definitely going to be enough. Okay. And yeah, I'm just going to cheat the storage tank here because I can't. There's no real. Because I could. Could I build it here without cheating it? I should be able to. Or is this dock going to be in the way? Seawater pump? It works. How much water do you require? 4. Yeah. Might as well if we don't have to. Let's do it as professionally as well as properly as the gameplay requires. Either way, I just had a thought of moving the well injector on this side because here's the limestone deposit, but I just realized that's not going to work because I'd still have to build one long pipe to run the well, the carbon monoxide this side. So there's no point in worrying about it. Come on, stick to the rock face so we don't have to. So I don't have to block too much traffic here. I'll build a proper. What's it? You connect. Apparently you will connect, but just with difficulty. Okay, that pipe's too close. Not going to be a problem. Just delete the pipe to about there and delete the pipe to there. Now what we'll do is we'll run this pipe. There, we'll snag this pipe and we'll just run it. Like that. Doesn't look good, it'll work. Then I want to build a truck point here. Come on. What are you colliding with? Oh! Oh. Oops. My bad. This goes up. Did I? I thought I ran it flat most of the way. Oh, it must be when I selected the pipe to run. Here. And then we connect up. Okay. My bad. And we'll take a look at these blueprints that they promised us. Quick deliver that. Unpause the game. Okay, that should do it. That's a start. Now we have antibiotics being produced. That's a start. Okay, blueprinting. Okay, it pops up here on the F4 tab. And we can create a blueprint. Well, the only thing I could see to create a blueprint would be these production centers, particularly this one, because, well, it's what I'm good at. I'm really good at building this blueprint. I've done it so many times, so I might as well capture this one, because this is the basic blueprint. So let's give that a try quick. Create. Draw a box. Okay, I don't want to capture all of it. Okay, that's not going to work for me. I'm going to have to do it from the opposite side. So, roughly there. Right, for flip's sake. R-O-N. And iron. Just going to call it iron for now. I'm just going to save. Okay, it doesn't look like it saved the belts, so you could probably configure the belts as you want. And then place current blueprint. Okay, so we can just do it like that. Okay, that's nice. And there it's saved. I can change the name later, and you can create folders. If I click on the blueprint, okay, there's where I can export it. I can update it. What does that do? Okay, that just adds a description. This is an iron processing, whatever. And here's where I can add a blueprint from a clipboard, i.e. download from online, and there I can put it. Okay, that's going to be very, very useful for gameplay, because this is the only blueprint I've actually properly solved. As you can see, the rest of my production is pretty ad hoc, how I place the structures. This one is sort of, I've got a plan, but not really. The only thing I really want to blueprint, and I'm going to blueprint it definitely, is microchips, because less how I placed it, more keeping this in the correct order. Yeah. Let's blueprint that. No, that's not going to work, because I've got piping. Okay, yeah, let's just capture these buildings and then I can worry about the rest later. No, I don't want to do that, sorry, wrong button, this one. Because, yeah, keeping this in order was painful. My crow, darn it. Oh, thank you. Space, microchips. And we have some more processors, servers. That's maxed out. That adds 96, so deactivate that. Takes us to 92. Takes that to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. And it's 5 rows long, so 12 times 5 is 60 structures. Yeah, and each one takes 4. 60 times 4, 240. And each of these is 48. 48, so 240 divided by 48 equals 5. So to get this whole system running, well, this section running, we need 5 of these buildings. That doesn't even include this and everything else, so. I can turn off that population edict. Thank you. Because we are maxed out with workers. Okay, we can dump some servers in here. That's 4 servers, which is 100 teraflops. So, does that work? Takes us smack on to 100. Okay, that works. Okay, yeah, like I said, sorry, I saw people using this. I did not realize, I completely forgot this game even had that function until I was checking on the radioactive waste disposal and realized, oh, okay, we can do this. That's filtering water. The water will recycle eventually. We have unlimited water in these tanks. What are you guys even doing here? Oh, you're just sitting. 18. Nuclear reactor is not on, so let's switch it back on. For a nuclear power plant, 32 liters of water storage, or 32 tons, let's assume it's tons. That is pretty pathetic for water storage. I would have put 100. And because, I mean, the Chernobyl power plant was 4 reactors, and beneath each of the 4 reactors, it had 4 bubbler pools for water storage. And each of those were like Olympic pool size or bigger. So, yeah, that seems a little small to me for as far as storage goes with water. So, if it is 34 tons, then maybe hang on, let me just see how much an Olympic swimming pool takes. Just give me one moment. Alright, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, according to the internet, is 660,000 gallons, which equates to 800 and, let me double check that again. Yeah, here, 882 tons. So, yes, 32 tons of water seems a bit small, but it does store an additional 288 tons, because I'm just going to assume, or does this actually say liters? No, they don't say liters, so I'm going to assume tons, though this is probably stored in liters, but I like working in tons because it's easier for me. So yes, it does actually take quite a lot of water to store in this tank, so it's just its reserve tank is very small. which I would have made it a bit bigger. 100 tons reserve tank for emergency situations. But so be it. It must work out somewhere. Somehow. Okay. We were busy on here. Not finished yet. Why? Because we haven't made enough type 3 construction parts. Let's just check if I'm running into shortcuts there. Running into blockages. I don't think so. I'm not. It's just slow. I could put Unity on this whole thing, but I don't see the point. Not when I can just go here, click 1,000 storage, and put more construction parts. Voila! Okay, let's get our antibiotics up and running. Get this system working so we can go to the next thing, which is medical supplies level 2. Which just needs medical supplies level 1 and antibiotics. That's remarkably simple. So what? They take the medical pack with bandages and gauze, and they just throw penicillin in and done. Medical pack level 2. I guess that works. And is the fermenting tank getting what it needs? Missing inputs. No, it is working. There's just no reserve system. So I haven't put a tank here to back up because this just takes 1 ammonia and 8 oxygen. So this stuff is just going to be a little bit on the sluggish side. And then we'll deep well inject it right here into the ground. Cool. First production center where we're sort of taking care of waste. Deep well injection for carbon dioxide is not actually a good long-term solution, because as the carbon dioxide sinks into the lime, it dissolves the lime and there it stores itself in a sort of something similar to cement, but you haven't actually taken care of the problem. All you've done is bury it, which also is the hiccup with radioactive material, but radioactive plutonium decays into thorium, which later we can use. It just takes a hell of a long time. I think it's uranium and I keep forgetting whether plutonium is a natural resource we can mine, or is it a refined resource of uranium? I know we have uranium mines, so I'm assuming plutonium is actually a refined product of uranium. I think so. I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough. There's probably a million people in the comments who would happily tell me. But as I pointed out in some of my other episodes, I'm not a very good people person. I may say things that, while not intended as an insult, are quickly taken as an insult, and I'd rather just not fight with people if I can avoid it. I am sorry for those who want to comment on my videos that I haven't set it up, but this is just me being me. Okay, let's get this going. We want to build another large warehouse. We're just going to... another 2 large warehouses. We're going to go medical storage level 2. Okay, we'll do the cheat thing here as well, just to play it safe. But it does mean I have to... Sorry, I'm just going to pause and move these buildings. Okay, you know what? Yeah. It's just too big. Just too big. Because, yeah, we're going to need medical supplies, and I'm going to want to produce them in a large amount. Okay, what does it want us to do it? Okay, it's a standard issue assembly plant. That makes life easier. So far, trucks are using this route, so I'll just build it here. And we'll run the storage. Oh, I was going to run in that direction, but then I end up blocking this truck. But if I put 2, it should be fine. Well, they are going all the way over there, so maybe. I don't know. Let's build the damn thing and worry about it later. Off, off. Yeah, we'll just go with the standard full production style here. And we want to grab you. What? Just... Why can't you? Was it still too close? Okay, it's really not happy with my setup here. I think I needed one more layer away. But, doesn't matter. Yep, screwing up. That's fine. Okay, how do I want to store this? Because I want big storage. I am no longer a fan of small storage, I want big storage. No, come on. Don't do that to me. Keep it in line. Oh, flips like me and this mouse. I am recording, yes I am. I haven't screwed that up. Hurrah. Okay, that can go there, and that should... Alright, I just gotta cheat this in. That should get everything up and running. Given production size here, I think what we can do is... How's it going to block this path? Okay, we can't squeeze another one, but we can squeeze one more in without problems. That's making level 2 medication. Okay, now we've got level 2 medical supplies. Now comes my problem. I've been slowly but surely strangling my storage capacity and my ability to do storage here, so... I just made a mistake. Oh no, it does let me add the second medical supplies here. Perfect. I need more trucks. I need a lot of trucks. Where can't you go? Okay, so that... Okay. Oops. Ah, wait, that's easily solved. Demolish that structure, but copy it first. Sorry, quick remove. Quick deliver. you? You are. Mild flu, but now we've got twice the medical capability, so we shouldn't be having a mild flu problem. We should actually be working really, really well. Okay, so that's working. How is the deep well injection system working? It's working as well. If only this was this way in real life. You see, it doesn't give a total capacity underneath here that says you can only pump so many millions of liters into the ground before, you know, it explodes. So yeah, that's nice. Alright, medical supplies level 2 up and running. Hoorah. Now then, we need to continue our research, so we need to do that. Because we want to basically convert all of this. Okay, no, this is... There was a recycling plant? Yes, this exhaust scrubber. But it turns it into... Oh no, it turns it into with water and it produces sulfur, carbon dioxide, and steam, and 4 air pollution. But we're going to use that because we're basically going to turn this whole area into production. We're going to run the piping, and we'll probably build it over here, where we'll make carbon tubes. Is it carbon nanotubes or just carbon tubes? It's graphite. I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Alright. Research next level. Can it be built in this machines? Yes, it can. It wants electronics level 2, wants lab equipment level 3. This is lab equipment level 2. This is lab equipment level 3, so we'll produce it here. But I don't have an unlimited supply of electronics because the electronic production center is way over here. So that is not producing. Why is it? Is it going in? Yeah, it is. And it's all running. Okay, good. Okay, and microchip production is stable as well. And we're producing plenty of service. Okay. Let's get the service plant back up and running. Let's get the next stage up and running of the service. We now have 200, so... I think we can get 2 up and running, maybe 3? We just have to see if I'm not pushing it. I probably am pushing it. But if we can make more microchips, we can make more of everything else. Okay, we want research. Okay, I started feeding it this way. So this is out. This feed has to come this way. And into a storage bunker. Because I need to store the level 3 stuff, which I am storing, so then there's a gap here, so it has to come this way then, and this production site has to stop. Okay. I need to clean this conveyor belt, but first I need to shut down this conveyor belt. So first we'll toggle direction in this conveyor belt, swap it around, so that it goes back the way it's coming. Clean this conveyor belt up a bit. We're just going to delete this section of the conveyor belt because that's fine. Just pause. Unfortunately, the trucks, but they've got plenty of space to move. They'll just go a little further down. That's fine. That's correct. Oops. How'd that happen? structure slightly a bit over and down. Okay. Now, first I'm going to drain this conveyor belt, and then I'm going to rotate it around, and then I'll have a conveyor belt coming from this side. Okay. I end up rotating this conveyor belt around for, because yeah, this conveyor belt will connect. I'll flatten this conveyor belt and run this way. So, oops, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we'll sort this out later. Don't tell me how much it costs. Do it. Now, unfortunately, electronics, I don't have sufficient. My biggest hiccup at the moment is trucks. I haven't built an efficient enough system that I can supply everything to what's needed. So, that's why I'm going to start using the cheat system more and more, just to keep the systems going. I'm going to try as best as possible to run the belts where I need to run the belts, but still, my system is not very well built in this respect. So, okay, there's that. Yeah, it's the last research. We don't need to worry about the rest. What's like belts? Because ideally, I would build my industrial requirements on top of one another. Not that one. This one. Okay, let's drain this belt because we need it empty. And we'll cut it off, and then I'll run this one. I'll run it flat, and I'll run this one above. So we just got to give it a few minutes to get cleaned up, as it starts producing level 3 research. See, my trucks are trying to deliver all the goods, but they can't. I don't even know if the cheat isn't screwing things over a bit with getting trucks stuck with resources that they can't deliver. Oh, excuse me. Is this being produced, or is this? No, this is waste product. Make sulfur. Actually, that helps us because in the the graphite production recycling system. Okay, hang on a minute. I've got the wrong menu here. Recycling. Yeah, we make sulfur as a side effect of and carbon monoxide, which will turn into graphite, and steam and the pollution will just be pumped back into the atmosphere, and we'll just fill this system up. Why are you not working? You don't have any water. But the water's right there. Did I fail to connect this? No, I didn't. Water's coming out. It's going back into the boiler, it's going back into the steam tank. There's a closed loop system, but it's clogged. Okay. That's why this production system failed. Alright, then what we're going to just do is we're going to get rid of some of the water here. Enough to keep the system going, because it produces 8 water for 4 steam. So no matter what we do, it's going to clog the system, because it'll produce more water than it can use. Because you see here, 4 water becomes steam, but this produces 8 water, so it's going to clog up anyway. So where can we use this excess water. I think this is a waste pipe. It is a waste pipe. This system is clogged. Why? Why are you not working? Because you're missing wastewater. Okay. This whole system is designed to recycle upwards, and it's not recycling because there's no wastewater being delivered. But there is a water disposal system right here. Okay, so we're going to just run. Okay, I know what I want to do. Yeah, it's all these little things that I've missed as we go along. I just gotta fix. Okay, just run this way. There we go. Now we'll prioritize filling this, but whenever it gets too much, it's going to just dump it in the opposite direction. I see our steam power plants are a bit finicky at the moment. But that's not because they don't have enough steam. They should actually be getting too much steam. There is probably a very efficient setup. I just haven't bothered to look into it. Okay, let me just check. Okay, and that's actually an hour of gameplay, surprisingly enough. Okay, so what have we got? We've got... Let's just check what we've done. Have we actually done what we want? We've got medicine. We're not melting down our reactor, and we're disposing of the waste. So those two objectives are complete. We're busy working on our research. In fact, I'd actually like to finish that before I end this playthrough, because I'll forget today's playthrough, because I will 100% forget to deal with this problem. Toggle direction. Toggle direction. Toggle direction. Okay, that should all now be going in the right direction. Excellent. So first we'll run this conveyor belt here. Then we'll take this conveyor belt, elevate it. Let's get that built, and then we're getting our first resources for research going in the right direction. Then it's just a case of upgrading these structures. We have glass, we've got electronics, not a lot, as I can see we only have 904, because we're using it up pretty efficiently, but still. Okay, and also at max output we're only using 100 teraflops, so we can depause the last of these buildings and get our second production up and running, and that'll tell us, okay, we're slightly over, but that's not going to be a problem, we've got spare servers available. Perfect. Okay, so the next line of production is up and running. Hoorah! Yeah, we're gonna make a lot of microchips. A lot of microchips. Okay. Now there was an upgrade function. Let's see how this does. And chunk it up. There we go. Upgrade set. It's gonna take a little while to deliver all the components, but it will work. It should be getting the lab equipment though. Or does it not accept it via conveyor belt? Probably doesn't accept it via conveyor belt, knowing my luck. So it'll take a little while for this conveyor belt to stack up, and then only will it produce, will they start upgrading it, but that can take time. Okay, so there's that done. And that's pretty much it for this playthrough. We actually got quite a bit done. Well, not really compared to some of the other playthroughs, but anyway. I hope you all enjoy. Have a great day. This is Gareth from Whatchamacallit Gaming. Out!